Hey, what's up, big
Hey,
guy?
what's up, man?
What's
Happy
up?
New Year, Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year's. Happy New Year's, man.
Yes, most definitely, and welcome to our first edition in 2026 of The Truth Be Told. My name is Aaron Pullins, and I'm your host.
And I'm Duran Smith, and I'm your co-host. And we welcome you. Happy New Year's to you.
Absolutely. We come right out the gates in 2026 with all type of issues, both good and bad. Of course, we know violence has impacted a lot of our lives, and we dealt a lot with it in 2025.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we can raise awareness, educate, and have some of reduction in gun violence and the prevention as well as intervention when it comes to gun and youth violence.
Yeah. You know what, man? And it just seems like it's becoming a norm that young kids are catching astray. Innocent people catching astray. I mean, and it's normalized.
Wow.
You know, every time we turn around, we turn on the television or we look in our cities that another child, another youth. And most recently, an 11-year-old.
The 11-year-old right here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right here in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Caught astray from cats that are just out here wilding, shooting through a park, man. So when is it that kids can't even play at a park anymore? I mean, have we come to the place to where we have to keep our kids locked up?
It's been quite difficult. Down through the years, we've been dealing with the gun violence, and we've had similar situations where a 6-year-old got shot by a stray bullet. We definitely need to really examine and really speak up and speak out against this gun violence, especially to the point now when innocent young people are dying at the hands of our youth who are out of control.
And that'd be the thing. Little cats out here that's wilding out, that's reckless, no longer in the household. Is it absentee father? Let me ask you this. Is it rap music?
Because we can always see what's wrong, but we don't know the facts until we know what happened. How did a 13-year-old or 14-year-old end up with a gun in a gang selling drugs at around 13 years old? And a lot of times it's based on what's happening within the household. Mostly low-income and people that are in poverty-stricken communities. Right. It's higher among in that particular area.
But it is mainly in those low income
in the urban areas,
because those are the ones who's left alone the majority of the time. So, mom is at work trying to make a living, right?
Absolutely.
And so next thing you know, you got these kids just running rampant throughout the city, and not to mention. Is there a curfew that's placed on them inside?
Just have some parents that are not being responsible to make sure compliant that your kid is not out here after curfew getting involved in violence and drugs and mischievousness. But those are some of the contributing factors, like you were saying. The parenting.
Man, we could tie that in.
Going back to the parenting, things in poverty, things that are systemic within our society. Mental illness, trauma. These are some of the contributing factors that we see in behavior when we get a chance to assess an individual, and because we can see what's wrong, but when we have the chance to do a background check and check the history, we kind of find out where the problems are coming from.
Truth be told, then what's your truth? Do you think parents should be held accountable for the little cats shooters out here?
We could settle a lot of our problems with our youth if programs like Mr. Duran's can stay funded. We lose the funding because it takes a certain amount of time and consistency with a youth or a family to start getting that time to turn. So we got to at least be funded a couple of years, even to be consistent with a family or individual to give them the time for the turn.
Yeah,